Hello, Genius investors, and welcome to another interesting episode of our sessions. If you can hear me, please go to the comments and leave me some feedback. Welcome, everyone. You're welcome to Genius Investors. This is an update session following the event that happened in Dubai. That's the Team Leaders event. And today we want to bring you up to speed with the latest developments, the happenings, and the exciting news that is coming out of the Xera Layer K ecosystem. So if you can hear me, please go to the comments and leave me some feedback. If you know anyone who is supposed to be here, please do them a message, let them know that we are live. This is being recorded in case you want to see this again. And of course, in the course of this presentation, if you have any questions or any inquiries whatsoever, please feel free to leave them in the chat. We'll respond to them before the end of the event. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Coach Lorenzo. Welcome, Genius Investors team. And without wasting any much of our time, I'd like to bring up our lead for today's conversation. He's none other than Coach Lorenzo. Coach Lorenzo is a business mentor. He's an investment coach. He is the CEO of Vashita Digital Assets company, and of course, the lead of Genius Investors. Without wasting any much of our time, he will be taking us on our conversation today, where he's going to be enlightening us, unveiling all that went down in the 15th to 17th Dubai event for team leaders. With that said, it's over to you, Coach Lorenzo. Coach Lorenzo, good to see you again.
Thank you, Christy. Well, you need to make me a co-host, or I will have to reclaim the hosting right.
Okay.
So I can share my screen.
A moment, please. Go ahead now.
Okay. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, another exciting session today. And if you don't have a notebook, I would advise you do, or you're ready with your screenshotting material. A lot is to be revealed. Like Christy already said, our company called team leaders out to Dubai recently, and we spent 4 days in a workshop trying to understand what is going on, how to make more money, basically. And like it's no longer news. Xera is forging into 4 blockchains in one. How many blockchains? 4 in one. What do we mean by that? 60% of the infrastructure is designed from Zenix and Zenix Smart Chain. The remainder 40% is coming from CLFI in Polygon, another company in Binance, and the third one from Ethereum. So we're going to have a blockchain that mimics Ethereum, mimics Binance, and mimics Polygon. Polygon is Matic, but with the background 60% coming from Zenix and its Smart Chain. So as we speak, there's no blockchain now that has all these characteristics in one. And that's because at this time of merger, it is important that we take into consideration the things that are happening now and the things that will happen next. So those features have become necessary. But the features are put in a way that everybody can still be participating on an ongoing basis. And that is what we want to brief ourselves today. There are some timelines that cannot wait. We need to participate. We're like a family that is moving house. Imagine that your family is moving house, and you need to go into your room and take your choice belongings so that you don't misplace them. So that's the situation we find ourselves right now. But we're moving to a bigger platform, more lucrative platform, in our goal to become number one. We have bigger partners now, rich and very serious-minded, succeeding partners. So the rest I will explain. This is part 1 of today's discussion. Sometime next week, we'll have part 2. So if you are watching this as a replay, remember this is part one. And if you're here with me, let's go. First, we're going to cover what is on screen right now. We're going to look at all the items on the screen. So in order not to read them, just screenshot them so that you can hold yourself accountable. Then if you have questions, please use the chat button right now and ask the questions or as they arise. Because we're going to be fast so that with the questions asked, we can do a review at that time. So number one, we want to look at our ecosystem. For those who are new, I don't think most people here are people who migrated from Sapphire. But for the new people who came in as Xera, you don't have anything, to worry. You just continue your business because it's the old people like me and others who came from Sapphire that we want to address, some of their backlog issues. So from Xera, when I mean issues, I mean need to move, because we're actually moving from one good deal to a better deal. Now, remember when we were in Sapphire, there were no membership fees. Do you remember? Good. Now, our blockchain has annual membership fee, which is paid once every 12 months. What does that do for you? It gives you contribute to the third party company that does KYC. Before, Sapphire used to pay it for us, but now we are responsible for contributing to that expense. So the 39 euro is partly for that KYC company that does, the company that does KYC. Number two reason is used to maintain the shop. Remember K-Mall. If you have been in this system since February, you see every now and then K-Mall is going down for maintenance to upload new things. Programmers are working in the background. So we need to contribute to that effort because it's our own shopping mall. Then number two, it gives you access to our Nomo app. Nothing is free in this world. This is a business. So Nomo app is beginning to become like the go-to app for tokenized products in the world. So sooner or later, it won't be more expensive to do business with Nomo app. But for now, that's what the 39 euro, are meant for. Then number three is that if you remember how to describe our blockchain, anything that is big can also be described in a simple manner. We have three pillars. Pillar number one is quantwise. In fact, quantwise is not pillar number one, but let me just make it number one since I've mentioned according to this slide, because number one is really the hybrid minting protocol. Because quantwise is sitting on our blockchain. Quantwise is a product on our blockchain, it's not a blockchain. The blockchain is called layer K. Layer K is a super blockchain, 4 blockchains in one, like I said. And then it has a hybrid printing protocol. What is that? It's a protocol that prints not just one crypto, not just one project, but multiple projects together. Multiple projects together. And so our partners that joined us included, and in earlier videos we mentioned that, so that this can be brief. Okay. I remember we are at the time we did the merger in January, we are 2.2 million and still counting. So the figure now, I don't have it where we are right now. And so those details, if you need them, please, there are earlier videos so that we can go straight. The people that came together to partner with us at Zenny to form Xera. So Xera is the name of the community. Layer K is the name of our shopping mall. K minting is where we keep our minters, accountable and withdraw and all of that is done in K mall. So 2access.io is the warehousing website that has all these other smaller websites inside, okay, for security reasons and for structural reasons. So Quantwise helps you, do trading. It trades between Bitcoin and dollars, Bitcoin USDT interface. And it's been doing wonderful. For the period they tested it for 3 years, it did nothing less than 82% successful trades. Okay. Then we have the third one, Walek. I'll be giving details as we go ahead. Walek is called. Walek is the new bride. It's a launch pad, if you understand what that means. Big projects start small. So when they start small, most times big people who understand, they are called venture capitalists. Okay. They understand businesses that will go very far, but they come in at the nursery stage with little money. And such businesses used to scale fast. Those who are in Binance, we know what we're talking about. So our new partners are big players in Binance. When I mean our partners, like the Neo Group. When I mean our partners, we're talking about LFI. Okay? These guys understand the game in Binance. Someone like NRT, my Neo Group, they want to replace Binance in Europe as part of, not that it's a competition, but since Binance seems to be having regulatory issues, they have all the regulatory approval. So if this one is having problem, this other one is not having problem, basically. This one is romancing with the regulatory authorities before arrival. Why Binance started before the regulatory authorities even opened their eyes. Okay. So these guys are the one who came together and said, we are going to have layer K, Wale K. So watch out for this Wale K. I will explain it later. But the long and short of it is a launch pad that will help you triple or more triple or quadruple your investment. Okay, details on it later. So these three major platforms are for the, our infrastructure blockchain. Then in addition, you have my new group. A little detail on that later. You can see it here anyway. My new group, and then you have Coinbase. Coinbase assigned a partnership with our blockchain. So you will see Coinbase now displayed on your 2access.io as one of the platforms partnering with us. So I'm told that Coinbase has CLFI, has simpler ways of dealing with customers compared to some other exchanges. So they were chosen as our exchange partners for our entire blockchain. So watch out for it. Go there, open your account, or you can open the account from your 2access.io. All right. Neo1, for those who don't know Neo1, they have over 4 billion assets in management for others. They have over 14 licenses. They just secured the 15th one in March, which is last month. Okay, across Europe, where a very strong regulatory authority exists called MICA. Across the UAE, the Middle East, where you have VARA, and of course, across Asia, where you have Singapore, you have Hong Kong, and you also have Canada and also US. So it's a very strong partnering company for our ecosystem. So when you go to your platform, you'll see them displayed like this. Do you see Wale K? Watch out for Wale K. This is the new money spinner, the new surprise bride. Details later. I think part 2 will give more details. Part 2 of this briefing next week will give more details to Wale K. You already know of new one, Quantwise. For those who have not gotten their license, I have gotten mine. We've started trading on Quantwise, and you should test it. Because why you should test it is because Bitcoin has become the talk of the town in the whole world. Starting January when the ETF was approved, Hong Kong has also approved its own ETF with Ethereum ETF attached. UK has approved Bitcoin ETF and Ethereum ETF attached. So ignoring Bitcoin would be like, are you serious? So by trading with Quantwise as AI helping you do that trading, you hedge your risk basically, and you benefit from the biggest trend in the world. You don't need to own the Bitcoin to benefit from Bitcoin. Then the benefit you get in terms of profit, you can use it to buy and hold Bitcoin if you so choose, or use the money to buy our choice projects in our ecosystem. Remember, Bitcoin is already gone. It's now for the big boys. True? How about going to the nursery? How about CLFI? How about Neo1? How about VU? How about Sido? How about Desert Pair? How about these other ones that are taking off now that are solid? Because there was a time in the past too that Bitcoin was little known. Okay, I told you about K-Mall. I'm sure you're familiar with this already. So let's go there. Now, one of the things we called us out to brief us today on is this phone. If you remember, sometime November, October last year, when Neo1 joined Zenith, it was now called NeoZentech, owners of the Zenith Smart Chain. So Neo1 designed a phone then in conjunction with Zenith. Phone has two parts, the hardware and the software. So where does Zenith come in? Zenith provides the software because in the partnership called Xera Layer K, Zenith is the only partner that has a smart chain. This is important. And as last year research, only 9 companies have their own indigenous smart chain. So let's say we don't know about 2 others. That means 11, for example. And in this conservative example, we are one of such 11. So it's the software, blockchain software that generated by Zenith Smart Chain that is running this phone. So with the merger, the name was changed from ZT1 to now LK1. From ZT1 to what? LK1. LK is a short form for layer K. So we have our own phone. This is among the 2 sets of phones in the world. Okay? Among the 2 sets of phones in the world. The first set, to my knowledge, was from Solana. This is the second set. All right? That can mint digital token. You make your call, everything your phone can do. Everything. But in addition, or according to my friend, on top, you have opportunity to mint your own token. And the token you're minting, my friend, is over $2 for one today in the market. It's called CLFI. Now, CLFI is going to dovetail, is going to switch, is going to swap into layer K, a token, LK token. So watch out, the base token for our blockchain is called layer K, LK token for short. Why the emerging partners like CLFI, like Zenith and all that have from now to the next 3 months, maximum 6 months to go into extinction. CLFI will go into extinction. Zenith coin will go into extinction. Meanwhile, there will be a web on with which to swap them. To swap your Zenith to layer K and to swap your CLFI to layer K. For CLFI, the swapping ratio is 1-for-1. Why for Zenith? Zenith will go through a process handled by Wale K. Wale K. So if you're a Zenith holder, watch out for our part 2 to show you what to do through the Wale K button to enter into what they call it, layer K token. But if you're minting CLFI or you have CLFI already, I'll say congratulations because it's changing for 1-for-1. Okay, let's talk about the phone. This phone, I'm sure you have seen all the specifics. Okay, where's my own self? Oh, goodness me. Okay, I think it's somewhere here. Yeah. So I got one for myself. All right, so this phone is a super phone. Okay, remember I was in the UAE, so I was able to pick my own. And I think Itwen, are you in class? You also pick the one for Itwen. So if you have anybody in the UAE, you can buy the person.
I'm in class, so my own is here.
Okay, so please later you also display your own if you have it there with you.
All right.
So the phone is live. It has all the features every other phone has. This is my old phone. Okay, those of you follow me online, you see I've done a video already. So these are my former phones. You must have seen this phone in the video I did and all of that. So what's the difference between this phone I'm holding, LK1, and the other phones? The other phones are good, no doubt. But the question you need to answer is, do your phone mint money or does your phone mint money? That's the basic difference. And if your phone doesn't mint money, wouldn't it be nice to swap it or change it for the one that mints money? Because I will do a mathematics that shows you that apart from minting money, the phone will be free to the purchaser in a maximum of 8 months. Now, by 8 months, you'll have gotten all your money back, and you have 2.5 years more of minting for free. So you get the phone free from the 8 months, and the minter continues. Look at the specifications of the phone. You can screenshot it, which I believe you should have, so that we can save some time. It has everything and much more, and this is no joke. All you need to do, go and check what is on screen right now. If you have screenshot it already, do your research or go to your backend and check Kmall at the menu. Then you click on shop. Then you click on phones, and then you study. Touch everything there, because that's what we did at Genius Investors to be able to get all the information I'm sharing with you now. Then the LK1, what's the cost? The official cost is 770 euros. Okay. What next? You want to buy insurance. Insurance is optional, but I bought insurance. What does insurance do for you? In case they are transporting it and something goes wrong or the phone malfunctions and all of that, you are covered. You just send it back. Everything to and fro is on the company. All right. So it makes sense to have that insurance. So I bought my own plus insurance. So I recommend that even though it's optional. Then you either send somebody to pick it up for you. You fill a form. When you buy the phone, fill a form. There's a place that say initiate delivery. So when you get the point where you want to initiate delivery, you have two options. Option is deliver to your country or location, or deliver to Xera office, pick up. The Xera office zone is called pick up. Pick up. Yes, self pick up. You see that. So if you choose self pick up, what it means is that they should send it to Xera office. That's what it means. And Xera office is at the Business Bay. That's the name of the area in Dubai. Okay. Anyway, if you want the details, you can get the details. But in Business Bay in Dubai. A plaza called Ubora Plaza. Now, what next? You will have to write a letter, attach your copy of your ID, form of ID, the order number of the phone and all of that, and send to someone at the Xera office, the secretary. So she will now give your contact an appointment for pickup, by which time Layer K office in Dubai would have sent it to the Xera office. So that's the process. But if you don't have somebody in Dubai to pick it and you want it in your place, then you take the alternative. You now fill your delivery details. Okay? But guess what? The phone you bought that is coming immediately gives you a minter at the back end, allowing you to stake that minter with CLFI, and it start minting for you within 24 hours. So even though the phone is still coming, you started minting money, and I'll give you the mathematics. So how much of CLFI do you need to buy to stake? Because the CLFI you're buying from Bitmart or from Coinbase or wherever, L Bank, is your property, it's your asset. But if you don't buy it, the meter will not mint. The meter is just empty. It's like buying a car, you need to now buy fuel. Buying a brand new car, you need to now buy fuel. So the fuel you buy is your property. It doesn't diminish. It's the CLFI quantity. What times 2 of the value of the phone, which is 770. So times 2 of 770 euro is somewhere around 1,540 euros. Can you see that? Okay. So this is your property. That's the underlying point. You stake it. We will advise that if you're staking, please don't stake 1 year. I repeat, please don't stake for 1 year. Why? 1 year doesn't give you the maximum reward. It cuts by 40%. You're only getting 40%. Is it 40 or 60, somewhere around that figure? You're not getting 100% of what you should have gotten. But you rather choose 2 years or maximum 3 years. 2 years or 3 years is recommended. So if you do that, you get maximum output. Where will you buy the CLFI? From Bitmart, L Bank, or Coinbase. How much is this selling? A little above $2, $2.03. $2.03 for one. And then if you buy the maximum, which is this value, of CLFI, and load it into your minter, given to you as a result of purchasing this phone, then you begin to mint between 5 to 7 CLFI tokens in 1 day. So let's assume I do it this night. By this time tomorrow, I would have gotten 5 to 7 CLFI tokens extra. So what of the one I put in the minter? It will stay there till the end of the minting period, of the staking period. Staking and linking mean the same thing. In Europe, you don't say staking because of tax. They are very serious about tax there. So the word linking is what is used, but they mean the same thing. Okay, if you say linking, no tax. If you say staking, tax. Okay, so here, 5 to 7 CLFI tokens per day. If one CLFI token is $2.03, can't you see that you're already making between $10 and $14 a day, even when you're still expecting the phone? And that will happen for 3 years if you choose maximum. If you choose 2 years, it will happen for 2 years. At the end of the 2 years or 3 years, which is your choice, I chose 3 years anyway. I like things big. So it's your choice whether you want to choose 2 years or 3 years. But please don't choose 1 year for the reason I've already told you. At the end of the chosen period, the collateral, there is a CLFI worth this amount. It's your property, it comes back to you. This is the magic of the business. So your expenditure is the money using in buying the phone, which you could have used to buy the phone that is not minting any money anyway. And then on top of that, it's minting you money on top of your collateral. Are you getting the point? Then the money is minting you, you can cash it. You can cash it in the following ratio. 60% is cashable. 40% is kept for you so that you can use to rebuy. At the end of your staking period, you have enough money already to continue the second phase of the business. You get it? So let's do the numbers. So you staked plus the insurance, that will give you 920 euro. Then you buy from Coinbase or Bitmart or L Bank. These are exchanges. CLFI is selling there. So you use this money, this amount of money, euro, okay, to go there and buy. Remember, you convert it to dollars at the rate of 1.15. If you multiply this value, okay, to convert to dollars by a ratio of 1.15. So once you do that, once you buy the CLFI, what are you expected to do? Why did you even buy it? You bought it because the collateral required to link it to your minter given to you because you bought the phone. And that minter therefore start minting for you extra CLFI token at the rate of between 5 and 7 every day for 3 years or 2 years, depending on how many, the length you chose. Okay, so once after locking it, what happens? The minter keep minting. So when it mints up to a certain quantity, 30 CLFI is not due for withdrawal. If you mint up to 30 CLFI, you can withdraw. That's the minimum. Okay, done by the system. So what are the numbers saying? I've been mentioning euro, I've been mentioning dollar. What's the conversion? You can use 1.15 to convert from euro to dollar. That will give you, instead of 920 euro, the dollar equivalent is about 1,050 58 euros, $58. You can see it here, $1,058. So remember, that is a collateral, it's not a business expense. So if you do the numbers and ask me, it's okay. So what does this now mean in terms of business? What it means is that when you're buying, if you buy early, the minter will mint more for you. If you buy later, every 2 weeks, the number of minting per day reduces. But if you buy early, whatever value you bought in with is the value that remains for you for life, for the lifespan of that business, which is 2 years or 3 years. So if I buy one minter in March, 30th March, and I buy another minter in April 30th, 1 month difference, they are not minting exactly the same per day. The one I bought in 30th March will be minting X, let's say 6 CLFI per day for the lifespan of the minting contract. Why the one I bought 1 month later will be minting like maybe 5.8? Why the other one was minting 6.0, for example? The second one will be minting like 5.8 or even 5.7 for life. So what if I come back in May? Maybe it will be minting 5.0. You get my point? So meanwhile, the 3 contracts belong to me. So one pays me for coming early, the other one pays me less for coming late. Are you with me? Aha, that's one way to understand it. Then another way to understand is that the CLFI token itself is not stable, as in it's not staying in one place. When I bought my first minter, the CLFI token was selling for $1.86. By the time I bought the second one, it was selling for $1.94. By the time I bought the third one, it was selling for $2.04. As we speak now, I think the price is $2.02 or $2.03, for example. So you need to factor in this until you sell. That's when the value can be estimated at the point of sale, because the price is moving up. What we're doing now is causing artificial scarcity. Okay, and then we're also in a bullish session. Okay, though there's a minting coefficient, just like you have Bitcoin every 4 years, reduces by half. This one reduces a little every 2 weeks. Okay, so I think we can screenshot this page so that you see how to calculate by the time you enter, how much token are you locking in as a contract that you'll be getting per day. So this minting coefficient, please screenshot this and go and study it. It is a gift from Genius Investors, the research team, to everybody who is watching this. How to get exactly how many when you are entering. You'll be minting every day for the duration of the contract. When I say every day you're minting new token, CLFI in this case. And I've told you by the time we finish the structural measure, one CLFI will exchange for 1 layer key. So we already game on that. Okay. So are we done with this page? Because this is a significant part of this presentation. That's why I took time. So the next page now, I'm going to show you how long to take you to break even and what your return on investment it will be for 3 years if you take the phone. So after this presentation, your backend should be your best place to go and know how to click and buy the phone. Delivery will come later. But remember, within 24 hours, the phone start minting you money if you meet up the condition for it to start minting you money. Okay, so now let's do the mathematics. I think I should just drop everything so that you screenshot it while I explain. But I don't want you distracted. So, so the purpose is when I finish, you have screenshots so that we don't take time. So when you do the math according to this, you can ask questions later than now or later, all right? You will get minimum 5 tokens. If the minting coefficient is 5.8 like it is now, it will give you this number of tokens every single day. How do you derive it in case you come tomorrow is not 5.7 coefficient? Because you see there when you're buying the minting coefficient, MC. Supposing somebody comes is now 5.6, how do we know how much token you'll be getting every day? This is the mathematics. So screenshot it. Like I said, it's a gift from the research team of Genius Investors. So this has been demystified. So you can now see how many CLFI token, therefore, you would have minted in the lifespan of the maximum, which is 1,003 days. If you take the maximum option, it will give you 1,003 days. At the coefficient I mentioned earlier to derive these figures. So with this, you mentioned, this will be getting 5 token average per day multiplied by the total number of days in the contract. That will give you 5,003 yes, 5,082 CLFI token. Since one CLFI is $2, assuming the price does not change, you now use $2 to multiply 5,082. You will get over $10,000. Okay. Now the question is, how much did you invest? You invested 770 euro plus 150 insurance. That's 920. If you convert that to dollars, that will give you over a little over 1,000, isn't it? Okay. Now, but you are getting 10,000 at the end of the staking period. So in mathematics, that's called 10x. Why is it 10x? Remember, the money used in buying the CLFI token to load into the phone is not an expense, it's a collateral. At the end of the minting period, it returns to you 100%. But guess what? At the time it's returning, the price of the CLFI token may have increased, may have risen. True or false? But every day, you're already getting the one I told you. 60% of which, you can see it here, can be withdrawn anytime you get up to 30 tokens. Sorry. 30 is the minimum to withdraw on the website. Then 40% is kept for you for rebuy. Because one of the reasons people are poor is that they're always in a hurry to take out their profit. Yes, you should take out some. After all, you have expenses, business expenses, but not all, especially if the business is solid. This one is solid, more than solid. In the space of the blockchain, there's no blockchain that collapses 4 characteristics of different blockchains into one, and does not have this kind of pedigree our partners have at inception, and have all this control mechanism to ensuring that the CLFI, which is the base coin of the blockchain, the layer K blockchain, is behaving like a stable coin. Because the more we expand the ecosystem, the more people have need to go and buy the asset and come and stake it to get more. You get it? So demand will always be high while supply is reducing. Okay, so in addition, we have the normal Web1. In Dubai, we are told that the normal Web1 now has many features, including integration with Uniswap, including Evenok migration from Ethereum. Remember, Evenok was born in Ethereum and then migrated to Zenith. Those who doubt you or whose head are not yet clear about what is happening here, ask them the question, why would a project leave Ethereum? A project that is #1 in aviation leave Ethereum for Zenith? Okay? Most people are not able to answer that. You should anyway. Then there's also a converter now that makes us possible to convert from all the projects we had at Sapphire. Some of them now can be passed through the normal app and give you product voucher in K mode. The case in question is Tupan. I will addressing that shortly. Another case is Zenith. Remember your Zenith coin now, you can pass it through Nomo. Okay, you draw it to Nomo through the transfer button on your K minting. Then when you are in Nomo, you pass it through a EuroK Webon. There's a Webon called EuroK. Then from there, you can convert to a product voucher called EuroKV on your K mode, with which you can now use to buy Quantwise license or buy the CLFI minter. Okay, the phone is not included in that purchase. The phone is not included in that purchase. Why? Phone is a hardware. Most of the things that are included in that purchase I just mentioned, where you convert your Zenith coin to EuroKV, are software products. Hardware is not included. Then the only hardwares that may be an exception may be the CLFI hardwares, but we need to confirm that. Then 5 rings and other projects are also on. Then we'll talk about SGI. Do you have XGI from team building in Sapphire? SGI now is migrated to Xera. In Xera, it's called XGI at the rate of 1 to 600. This is another money spinner to benefit those who built team with Xera, with Sapphire. So you can imagine if you had one SGI in Sapphire, it will give you 600 XGI here. I don't know which other way to double money that is more than this one. Okay, so but there's a caveat. Because the multiplier is so high, why is it so high? That's also to let you know that Sapphire Zenith community is the dominant member of this new ecosystem. We're the chief value providers for the new ecosystem. We're like the woman in the family that bears children. Without our smart chain, nothing works. So this is one of the evidence to that. 1 SGI is equal to 600 XGI. Okay? So to make sure that we don't flood the market with too many SGI we are selling, A vesting period is now put in place. What is a vesting period? A period within which you cannot withdraw or you have limited withdrawal rights. So every year, 1.5% of the total balance is unlocked every month. Sorry. After 1 year, you cannot withdraw, basically. So after that 1 year, the subsequent year, 1.5% is released every month. That is a control mechanism to benefit you and I, because the XGI is to be listed in September in public exchanges. So we don't want a situation where the company doesn't want a situation where too many people are dumping the token because they are hungry, they want to pay children's school fees. But if you put it gradually, the size of the ecosystem as expanding will absorb the demand and the price will remain stable. Okay, but money has been created here, isn't it? So congratulations to all those who have SGI and those who are close to qualifying for SGI. You have till 15th of May to still qualify, and it will still be exchangeable for 1.6. I mean, 1 to 600. So team builders in the house, please note this. If you are in Sapphire and you are close to qualifying for your next rank that will give you SGI, you have till 15th of May to do that, and you get more SGI. Then you exchange 1 SGI for 600 XGI. Okay, so the time for this, for the exchanges, if you have a SGI already, okay, the time for this exchange is between now and May 15th to be precise. So after then, the migration will continue till June, and then the first payment for the new XGI, because SGI is paid monthly, 2% of the turnover of the company profit, okay, used to pay to all SGI owners according to the number of SGI you own. So the first payment is July 2024. Okay, then to qualify for the SGI tokens, I've mentioned this already, up to 15th of May. If you're in Sapphire, then you have a chance to enjoy. Don't miss it, too. Please, if you are close to this, tell anybody who built in with Sapphire. There's an opportunity to, multiply your stake in the company up to 15th of May before it expires. Okay, then remember, again, if you're in Sapphire, we are dealing with 40% rule then. Means your growth to the next rank depending on minimum 3 legs of your business. But in Xera, is minimum of 2 legs. So what happens now is that on your road to qualifying for the SGI between now and the 15th of May, if you're in Sapphire, okay, whatever you are doing in Xera now, the commissionable point, the CP, will be used to add to the volume you are deficient in Sapphire to push you to the next SGI rank so that you can unlock your SGI, then come and exchange it for 1 for 600 in XGI. Isn't that wonderful? When there's a merger, you begin to see some things like, so that that's when you know where the real value lies. So the real value in this business is built around people who are building teams and also people who are investing heavily and the programmers who are solving the problem. So this is an evidence to that postulation. Then layer K is the new name. So because it's a brand new blockchain, even though it has 60% features from Zenith, it's not something that can be done overnight, because we have a choice to just do copy and paste and that's it, or have a choice to be unique. So because our goal is to be number 1, they chose the harder path, which is built from scratch, but have one that is already working that will subsume, that the big one you are building, will take over. So that is what is going on now. So our DEX means decentralized exchange, will be ready by end of the year. But between now and the end of the year, we'll have a layer K DEX that is coming. It's like we have a swap already. Swap is a mini DEX. If I say DEX, it's decentralized exchange, decentralized marketplace where you can buy and sell. Okay. All the other marketplaces you'll see now, most of them are centralized, like Binance, like Bitmart, like Coinbase and all that. When you say centralized, they are owned by individuals. You have to do KYC and all of that. It's centralized. Approval, after you withdraw, you get an approval. But decentralized means is the blockchain that is the regulator. Okay, it's self-regulating, just like a Uniswap and also PancakeSwap. So, but this one will be bigger than all these other smaller ones by far. So it has to be done in stages. The first stage is already working on your Nomo app, which is the swap. But that can only swap what is on Nomo. So the next one will be layer K DEX. And then you now have the full DEX. So the next 6 months to 1 year is going, next 6 months to 8 months is going to be very, very eventful. So that's what this is telling you about. And the ultimate DEX we want to build is such a DEX that every blockchain can be exchanged with any other one. You don't need wrapping. I repeat, the DEX we want to build will be #1 in the world. What will make it #1, apart from that, the speed of our blockchain and the other legality and what have you, there will be no wrapping. If I'm sending you Bitcoin, it will already give you Bitcoin address inside the blockchain and deposit it for you. If you're changing from Bitcoin to Solana or from Solana to Zenith or from Zenith to Layer K or from Layer K to any other token, you don't need all these plenty protocols that exist now. There will be no need for wrapping. It's like a country that doesn't require visa for you to visit it. That's the kind of blockchain that will be built, okay, that is being built anyway. So why am I explaining all of this? This is the reason it's taking time, and this is the reason it's coming out in chunks, but it's going to be a market breaker. It is market breaking already, as you can see, because with the phone alone, that will give you an indication of what is to come. Then the Zenith Hub. This is for those who have physical Zenith Hub only. I repeat, this session of presentation is for those who have physical Zenith Hubs only. Those who have virtual hubs, it doesn't concern you. So what is a physical hub? It looks like this. Sometimes when we started this business, there was a physical hub like this, and some people got it delivered to them. People like me bought, but the delivery was an issue. And each time they want to deliver, they'll find out that there's need to upgrade it, they'll need to upgrade it. One thing kept leading to the other. Then I found out that, look, with the merger now, they better face this our own out because they have a superior one. So they want to give us a deal for those people who have not received their Zenith Hub and who have not swapped it yet. I repeat, for those who have not received your Zenith Hub and you have not swapped it yet for phone, because there was an opportunity in the past that we swapped our Zenith Hub, added some money, and qualified for the phone. If you miss that opportunity, then this is for you, especially if you have a Zenith hardware Hub and you've not collected the money equivalent yet. Then you have this offer. Please screenshot it. The offer exists from now and will end in April. Remember, that's like about a week or less than a week from now. So if you know anybody that has any physical hub that has not swapped it, that is still waiting for it, you have these options. You can still wait for it to be delivered to you, but remember, you will miss all these goodies. Goodie #1, the price you use in buying a hub will be multiplied ×2 and given to you as product voucher in Kmall. The price used in buying the physical hub will be given to you ×2, and you can convert it and use it as product voucher in Kmall. Then #2 is you can use it, say, okay, half. Give me half in money and give me half in VU or NOMO. Okay? Give me half in money and give me the other half in VU or NOMO virtual minters. That's option 2. So timeline to April 2024. So from when we speak now, it's just 1 week. We don't know, for full disclosure, I don't know whether it will be extended or not. So if you know anybody who has, most people don't have the hardware anyway. There's only a few persons, so this is not a big issue. Software, as in the virtual minter, is not affected, I repeat. So it's only those who have hardware who have not exchanged it for money yet, who are still expecting it. Then if you still insist on it, then not a problem. You feel you'll be contacted in between May and June by support or at your backend. You need to click, provide some details on a different website that has been contracted to deliver that for you. But this is becoming obsolete. The software inside, is not as elaborate as the one that is running the new minters now. So to test the two, we're giving this offer so that you see the magic of this new Layer K machine. This is the new minter, physical minter. So there's a promo running. It's called a special offer. So all those of us who have a lot of EuroKV vouchers, we're asking, what can I buy with it and all of that? This offer will interest you. Why? This offer costs 4,400 euro. Okay. And in addition, is giving you Quantwise lifetime license, which is worth 5,997. Okay. And you can pay only 499 euro. Okay, to process it for you. This is an offer, why it's just a dash or a promo. And the landing cost, delivery, is approximately 300 euro. So if you add 300 euro and estimate this one to be 500, that's 800. We're buying a lifetime deal worth over 4,000 plus 5,000. Can you see that? Quantwise lifetime plus the original value of this. This is for a limited time from now to April, like you can see. So you have only 1 week. This is the reason I'm doing this presentation today. Okay? Because there are time-bound decisions for those who are interested in all of this. April ending. So that's to tell you that from May, something big is going to happen to us. From May, something big is coming. So watch out for it. So that's why all these promos are ending in April, in about 1 week from the date of this presentation. Okay. As I begin to round up, remember again, for those of us who have Zenith token, you'll be asking yourself, oh, I don't have more money to add, or I have some money to add. What can I do with my Zenith token? You can swap, underline the word, swap, migrate, whichever one is good for you. From your Zenith token, any one of them, whether it's one minted on Ethereum, the one minted in Binance, or the one minted in Zenith Sapphire backend, or what have you. You can move it at an exchange rate of $0.15. That's 15 cents. But it will go to your K-Mall as product voucher. Product voucher means you can only use it to buy product. In this case, CLFI license or Quantwise. As we speak, there could be other products released for it tomorrow. But if you have euro, euro at your back end in Sapphire, and then you transfer it as euro coin through Nomo, okay? And you can swap it again to your K-Mall. K-Mall is a shopping mall. That's the place where you can buy anything anyway. It will arrive there as Euro KS. With Euro KS means money that came from Sapphire. Money, that is euro, that came from Sapphire. That's what it means. Why Euro KV is Euro K product voucher. So you can only use it to buy product. Why S? You can use it to buy anything. Indeed, the ecosystem, it will give you credit point. Sorry, a commissionable point. Euro KS is money. When you use it to buy something, it will give you commissionable point. Euro KV is, you can only use it to buy, what they call it, Quantwise or CLFI minters. Why with the S? You can use it to buy any other thing, including everything, including the food, because it's money straight. And if you have a Love Sapphire, it's exchanging for 0.01 Euro KS. One I Love Sapphire is 0.01 Euro KS. Why Euro coin is 1 for 1? As a Euro coin is equal to 1 euro. So, but the website would recognize it as Euro KS. This is important. Okay, so it's time to round up. So I'm giving you time to screenshot this so that you don't have any questions around this. And I've been talking about Euro K voucher. This is how it looks like on your normal app. Okay, so from here, you can move your assets first. Everything from at your backend will first of all land on Nomo. So you have to connect your Nomo with your backend. That's step one. Inside the Nomo is this web-on, inside the Nomo, that can now transfer all these things. It's connected to your K-Mall. So from here, it sends it as these coupons to your K-Mall. Then from your K-Mall, you can apply them to buy products according to the type you have, the way I've explained it. There's a report that captures all of this. If you contact your leaders, the reports will be made available direct from the company, the report that was released as a result of this workshop last week. We went for last week in Dubai. Okay, so you already know that from our back office now, if you check your K-minting, before people were complaining that they are not seeing the counting. The Zenith coin, and all that ones, the counter stopped. Yes, it has to be paused because of the extensive work that was going on. But we have information now that some of them have started counting again, including Regardless, T-Drone, Desert Pearl, and all the rest. So please go to your backend K-minting and confirm to yourself, especially with the current updates that are happening. And the company has called for a meeting on Monday, a Zoom meeting. So watch out for invitation for Monday Zoom meeting. It's going to contain some new updates. Then Tupan. Do you know anybody who have Tupan? Do you own Tupan? There's a gift from the company. All the Tupan at your backend, whether you migrated before or not, or you migrated and more are still minting, you can be converting them at the rate of 0.01 euro for one TCT. This TCT must be in your normal app already or at your back end, as in Sapphire backend or Xera backend. I mean, K-minting backend. You know, when you migrate from software, your minters go to K minting, right? So from K minting, you connect your Nomo app to your K minting, right? At the menu, you see the menu of K minting. Then you can now withdraw. So when you withdraw to your Nomo, then you come to this Euro key and do the conversion. This Euro key is your bridge between Nomo and Kmall. So it will convert one TCT, which is a two-pan token, all right, at the rate of 0.01 euro. But as product voucher means you can only use it to shop inside the shop, and the shop will guide you on the particular products you can buy or cannot buy. Some products involve hardware, and hardware costs a lot of money to produce. While some products involve software, they are easier, simpler to produce, and cost less. So not all of them have the same opportunities. Okay, then timeline for doing this, it has already started. Many people in this class have already done their own, all these fast fingers. E20 is one of them. So 16th of April it started. So if you have not done yours, please go ahead and do it. So this will be the end of part 1. Part 2 will come up next week to allow the company to do his own presentation on Monday. If not, our part 2 is also ready. But let's hear from the company before we release, our own. So it's time for your questions, and I thank you for paying attention. So please remember, if you take this, which I believe you should, go to your back end, purchase it now. It will give you the opportunity to start minting if you stake it. I'm giving you the condition. And you start making money even before the delivery. Good deal, right? Then if you have Zenic Hub that you've not exchanged for money before, not the virtual one, no. We're talking about the hardware one, the physical one. Only a few people have it, I know. It's time there's a deal on it. You have 2 pan, we just explained it. These are actionable points that cannot wait. Most of the things I've mentioned here, at least 65% of them, will end at the end of April 2024, except the company extends it, which I don't have that information yet. So you want to make hay while the sun shines. Okay, so my name is Lawrence Inebili. I'm also called Lorenzo and Lorenzo the Great. I've done this presentation on behalf of the research team behind the Genius Investors. I'm heavily involved with former Sapphire, now Xera. Okay, I was in Dubai alongside Priska. I don't know if Priska is here in the class. Priska, if you're here, please leave a comment so you can be identified. Maybe you want to add 1 or 2 things I may have forgotten. So this is part 1. So watch out for part 2. So it's now time to take questions, then we close. Over to you, Christy. For those who want to follow us online, that's our channels. This video is being recorded and will be streamed live on our YouTube channel. So that's the YouTube channel. You can follow us there and follow us on other channels. So that when we drop content, you'll be the first to know. Don't forget to click the notification button. If you don't click the notification button, then you'll not even get a notification that something is live. That's the difference. So thank you, and I hope to see you on a more lucrative side of life. Okay, then. So over to you, Christy.
Yes, thank you so very much, Coach Lorenzo, for that insightful and empowering presentation, bringing us up to speed with all that went down in the 15th to 17th Dubai Team Leaders event. Thank you so very much. So guests in the house, investors, members of the Genius Investors community, it's a pleasure to have you still here with us. This is the time you want to send in your questions, your thoughts, any questions that you have. This will be the time. You can unmute yourself and speak, or you can type your questions in the chat. So those who have been typing in, we've been providing them with answers, but if you want to do more follow-up, then you can also unmute yourself and speak. BO has been, his hand has been up, so I'll just ask him to unmute himself to speak. So, Mr. Bath, it's over to you. Kindly unmute yourself and speak.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
Can you hear me?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes, okay. My hand has been paining me, so maybe I can lower it now.
Sorry.
Okay. Lorenzo, the Great.
Yes.
Well done for
Thank
insightful
you.
presentation. And
Thank you.
yeah, I like and I enjoyed the meeting. So my question is on the fiscal hub exchange. So I tried it this evening, but it looks like the only option I could see was to activate the hub. So I'm not sure it's still it's available now for people to exchange.
Okay, to do that one. Okay.
Or do whatever, take any of the option. Yes.
Okay, let's wait till
so
Monday.
That's one. The other one, I think, I think the K listings or K meetings is still on upgrade or whatever. So I also try to convert my Tupan to see if I can get the voucher, but at the point of clicking the button wasn't responding. I also tried it this evening. So just maybe clarification you might need to help us get from the company. Thank you.
Points. The company will do a presentation on Monday, like I said. It's possible the timelines are being adjusted. You know, in programming, sometimes there may be delays here and there. But for K-Mall, yes, K-Mall was shut down for maintenance today. It's back. I entered K-Mall just before this presentation. Number two is K-Minting. It's live now, back to, you can check it. But I've not checked if all the tokens, counters are back, but some are back, definitely, like Disappear. You know. And then what else did you raise? The physical hub, the button to do the swap and all of that. Yes, there will be a pop-up for those who are involved. I'm believing you are involved. So if you don't see it now, then wait for Monday. Wait for Monday because the company is doing a briefing and all on some of these points are raised by Monday. And then I will also check it again. And if need be, I'll contact you personally, Bat. It's okay. So I've also seen questions.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. There are some questions now coming in the comment box. Christy, are you seeing them?
Yes, I'm seeing the questions. I want to read them out. Okay, Digital C asked, can you do a video tutorial on Quantwise trading bot?
Well, that will come later. I don't know when, because we're still studying it. I've activated my own. I've just loaded the account. One person in our research team has monitored it for 2 weeks now. 2 weeks now. So it's a very wonderful product. It's USDT versus Bitcoin. So it's not one of these anyhow kind of trading. Okay. But to answer your question, at some point we will do that. But I'm not in a position to give you when now because we have to research it and then put the slides together. So if you are patient, yes, we'll do that at some point. But what I will advise you to do is buy the license. I already bought the lifetime license anyway when it was on promo. But you can buy 1 month, okay? If you don't want to buy the live and load it, even if it's $100 and watch it. Okay, it's not difficult. The KYC, everything there is straightforward. Instead of waiting, but definitely we'll do a presentation on it at some point. Okay, that's it on Digital C. Then who next?
Yeah, Kelvin asked, what about those people that bought Zenicoin from Bitmat? Should they send it to normal app to convert to
Layer
LK?
K. Yes. Yes, if you want the benefit of the system, you have to move everything to normal app first. Remember, when anything is an exchange, it's not really your own. But to answer your question, yes, everything will pass through normal app on en route Wallet. En route Wallet. Because from Wallet that you can now go through a process there to enter layer K. I will explain that in part 2 of this presentation. But for now, please, by all means, go and move all your Zenith from any exchange back to normal first. It's urgent. Then what next question, please?
Okay, next question is from Ike Vincent. He says, I logged into my Sapphire and it's showing me withdraw all. Please, what should I do? Hello, are you there? Coach Lawrence, are you there?
Okay, Coach Chris, I'll take it from there. So, hello everyone. This is Coach. So if you were existing with Sapphire, there's an opportunity now for you to transit to the new platform, which is 2Access stroke Xera. So all your accounts, all your meters, everything is safe. Your account has already been created on 2Access. So all you need to do is log on to 2Access, create a forgot password request, and using the same username or email address on Xera, you can get into your account. That is the first part. The second part is if you have balances, if you have euros, if you have SGI tokens, if you had vouchers from the previous promos that were given, if you have I Lost Sapphire, you can withdraw all of them into your wallet. That's the only option you're going to have. Your wallet, install your normal wallet using your various app stores, Android or Play Store, Android or the iOS. Connect your wallet to your Sapphire back office and just click that button. It's a simple button. It will withdraw all your balances to your wallet and withdraw all your coupons. The next actions, of course, have been explained by Coach Lorenzo, where you can convert those coupons into euros. And then if you want to use your Zenic tokens to convert them into vouchers, you can do that. So that is the only action you're going to see on your Sapphire back office. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Coach Itwen. And Coach Lawrence, it's good to have you back.
Yes, so sorry. The rich also cry.
Okay, so Coach Itwen has already taken that question. And
okay.
Someone is asking, I bought SGI from Bitmart. Can I move it to Nomo?
Yes, I thought I've answered that already. Yes, it's urgent you do that.
Coach Lawrence, can you hear me?
Otherwise. Yes, I can hear you.
You're breaking up. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead, please.
Yes, I think my network is fluctuating now. I said I've answered this question before. Yes, move it to Nomo app. It's urgent. Any of the Zenic you have anywhere in any exchange, move it to Zenic, to Nomo app. Once it's on Nomo app, you are good to go because it's from there, it will move in our part 2. I will explain after the company has done a presentation on Monday. I will explain how it will move from there to Wale K. So from Wale K, which is inside your 2access.io, it will now move to layer K as a super blockchain token, as part of the super blockchain token. Okay, so what question is next?
Okay, so
all those who have Zenic, please.
Someone is also asking for SGI token.
Yes, SGI token, if you have it anywhere now, yes, go and move it also to your Nomo. In fact, if you have money to buy and you really believe in it, you can buy and move it to your Nomo because it's from Nomo, it can exchange for XGI at the rate of 1 to 600. Hey, I can't even talk. 1 to 600 is a very wonderful deal if you really understand what is behind this ecosystem. So I hope I answered that question.
Yes, please. Some questions have come to me personally. The person says, which should I get, the phone or the tokenized project minter?
Yeah, you can go for both, depending on your budget. I have both, and I'm doing more. All are good deals. It's just that when deals are plenty, you may have limited budgets. So I would advise the person based on the person's budget. All the minters mint token. This is the truth of the matter. And all tokens have market price. This is the truth of the matter. And all of them are good deals, just that they represent different asset class that represent different solutions that they are providing to the world. So it's a matter of budget. If you have a limited budget, then you can have specific answer. Next, please.
Okay, is the promo of 39 euros still on?
No, that promo is gone.
Okay. Next question. Someone says, I have Zeni coins. Which is the best investment to pursue among the 3 exchange options?
Okay. For me, the one to Wale K, which we'll explain next week. for me, has the highest potential. That's for me personally. But if you want to hedge your risk, you can do 50-50. There are 3 options you can take. Option 1, the Waleke option, which is a launch pad. A launch pad is participating in projects that are, still in the nursery, but they give you high returns. And you are participating alongside the owners of Zenith, the owners of CLFI. They've been doing this with Binance for a very long time. But the details of that will be in part 2, after the company has done their presentation on this Monday. The second one is one we've already explained, which is convert it at the rate of 15 cents for 1 Zenith using Nomo, and it will give you EuroK product voucher worth that amount, and you can use it to now purchase some products, particular software products in K-Mall as we speak. Maybe more products will be available tomorrow, but for now, there's Quantwise product and there's a virtual mentor of CLFI you can buy with that EuroKV. EuroKV means Euro voucher. K there is K-Mall. These are just terminologies, but they mean the same. They mean what I've just explained. Voucher, product voucher in K-Mall. Then the other one will be explained in also in part 2, which is if you have 10,000 Zenith. I repeat, if you have 10,000 Zenith coin, it will exchange for 400 CLFI token. 10,000 Zenith coin will exchange for 400 CLFI token. So these are the 3 options that you can do with your Zenith coin. Details in part 2. And in that part 2, I will explain why Waleke, in my opinion, as Lawrence Enebeli, gives the highest potential, followed by the other ones. So when something wants to get better, Christy, go ahead.
Okay. Someone is asking, that's Abe, says I transferred £2 from K-Minty to Nomo app. Up till now, it has not reflected. Kindly advise on what to do or what could be the challenge.
Okay, in that case, there's nothing you're going to do. All you need to do is write support. Sometimes it could be.
Coach Lawrence?
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, the person who asked the last question about £2 withdrawal. Step 1, write support. Step 2, be patient. Sometimes because of the upgrades that are taking place at the back end, there are delays here and there. So once you want to write support, remember you need to have a clear title and specific the day, the account, and all of that. They will reply you. But from experience, you just need to redo it if you have not done it before. I mean, if it has not already left, if it's still there, you can do another one. Otherwise, you just write support, they will fix it for you. They are the one giving us the offer, so everything is on them. And this £2 own, there's no expiry date. It's on already. When they have an expiry date, they will let us know. So for now, just have fun. Keep riding on it. But write support if you are that concerned. Thank you.
Good evening.
Okay.
Yeah, good evening.
Josh is asking when the recording will be, how he will get the recording. So at the end of the meeting, the recording for this meeting should be live on our YouTube channel. So if you go to YouTube, you type Genius Investors. If you're not already subscribed, please do so, then turn on notifications. So as soon as we end this meeting, you should have access to this recording. Okay, Mr. Daliop is asking, he says, great presentation. Have been away from the ecosystem. How do I buy the year license so I can move my Zenith coins?
Okay. First, welcome back. I'm assuming you have migrated already. If you have migrated already, simple. If you've not, you first of all migrate. Process of migrating is simple. We have a video we've done already on it, or you can contact us privately to guide you. Then number 2 is you go to K-Mall. Under toolaccess.io, assuming you have migrated, you go to K-Mall. On the K-Mall, you click on the menu. So on the menu, there's shop. So you go to shop, you see license, membership license, it's €39. So once you purchase that one, then everything will activate for you. So Daliop, I don't know if this answered your question. First of all, migrate. Then on one of the websites inside the trueaccess.io, which is the mega website, it's called K-Mall. That's the shopping mall. That's from there on the menu. You can see how to buy your membership. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, yes. Dahlia, well, let's get your feedback in the comments. One Jewel is asking, what's the fate of Zenith coin? He says, please, we have been minting for so long and we're yet to see light of it.
Okay, I thought I answered it before. Zenith is the layer 1 blockchain that will form 60% of the super blockchain called layer K. So gradually, we're moving to a bigger house. Yes, I agree. The price has been down for a while. There are many reasons for that, which is beyond the scope of this presentation. But what is material now is that your Zenith coin has value. And the value proposition for it is moving it into a bigger blockchain called layer K. So there are 3 options you can deal with. I mentioned the 3 options in answering the earlier question. So please refer to it. 1, from next week, just wait till next week for part 2. If I enter that explanation now, it will be beyond the school of this part 1. How to move it to Wale K into a staking pool. At the end of that staking pool, it moves it to layer K straight. And remember, layer K coin is being launched for $2. That is why CLFI is exchanging 1-for-1 with layer K. 2, you can convert it to product voucher at the rate of 15 cents and purchase these minters we've been talking about and start minting $2 per day. Okay. Then 3, you can use the coin and exchange for CLFI token straight. So these are the 3 options. All right. And somebody asked me, which one do I think is my best option? Me personally, I always take my own decision. As an individual, I prefer the Wale K option, which will be explained next week. Because that one has the highest multiplier because you have your whole of your coin is taking a slot in a launch pad alongside the owners of Zenith, alongside the owners of CLF, and alongside the owners of New One, who have been big players inside the launch pad in Binance and other big markets. Okay, so they are carrying us along, and 50x, 100x, 20x are all possible in Launchpad. Please go and investigate what a Launchpad is. Okay, you can ask Google. Or Launchpad in crypto, what does it mean? And get educated. Okay, so these are the options. But what you need to be aware is that we are getting bigger. Is these people that came to us? Yes, we are not perfect as a project, but our value is intact. All right, and this is the time to be a bit more patient. But if you cannot wait, then the options that to liquidate through voucher and through exchange to CLFI is there. Okay, so I hope I answered that question.
Yes, yes, yes. Engineer Chooks has his hand open. I'm sorry, raised. So you want to unmute yourself and ask your questions, please. Engineer Chooks, are you there?
Okay, thank you, Dahlia, for the feedback. My numbers are open and all of us are open to assist here.
Engineer Chooks, or is it by error? Maybe you may want to lower your hand if you don't have a question.
I'm here.
Okay, Coach Lawrence, remember Coach Titwen is in the house and he has his layer K phone.
Okay, great.
So you may want to, yeah.
Okay, Engineer Chooks, quickly, please.
Okay, good evening.
Yeah.
Good evening, Hal.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for your presentation.
You're welcome.
My question is, I have so many hubs in different accounts. So they said that they're going to give us guideline on how you can merge your different accounts in one if you have more than one account. So, and since I've been waiting for Dennis Investors for their video or their meeting or their Zoom call like this, but I have not encountered anyone. So I don't know if you can give me a guideline on how I can do that. Because I have like 4, and I need to merge all of them into one.
Okay, thank you for the question.
Okay,
however, the option available given by the company are, please listen very carefully. For people who use one email to register 2 or 3 or 4 accounts. For example, maybe register for your son, your daughter, they don't have their own email and use one email only. Do you understand?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Aha. So this your own is on a different categories, not included in that one. This one I've mentioned now is family, whereby one email is used to open more than one account, maybe 3 or 4 or 5.
I use
So there's a
different.
okay, if you use different email, the solution the company have is no, your own case does not apply to it.
Okay.
So what you need to do is address those other, all the accounts are separate accounts. As far as you use a separate email, the the blockchain recognizes that different individuals.
Okay. What
So
about
you
the
have to,
KYC?
yes, good question. The KYC, I don't know what you need to do, but what I can advise in that situation is you have to do KYC for one.
Okay.
And use that one as the one you'll be using to withdraw. While the other ones, you can do internal transfer to the one that has KYC.
Okay. 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 Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so over to you, Christian.
Yes, thank you, Coach Lawrence, for being here and providing us with responses and answers to our burning questions. So it's
You're
time
welcome.
to hand over to Coach Itwen to share his thoughts and any experiences. Coach Itwen, it's good to see you. Your smile is so wide.
It's live. So for those that doubted, I don't know if you can see my screen well. For those that doubted, it's here. I'm here to unlock it, open it up. So it's sealed quite tight. It's quite new. So what am I saying generally? Coach Lorenzo has said it all. Before this phone arrived to me today, it's already minting the tokens worth equivalent twice the cost of this phone. So 1,550 euros worth of tokens were already minting before this came to me. So all I need to do is just plug it, connect it, and then see those tokens minting. It's one of the best investments you can ever make in today's time. One of the best investments. They've already given you the calculations in 8 months. Of course, at the price of $2, approximately $2 per CLFI token, you would have already gotten the cost of this phone back. The phone is yours for life. Of course, if you want to sell it off, you can sell it off. You want to give it to somebody, if you want to buy it as a gift for somebody for their birthdays, you can definitely get this done. But imagine this 770 euro, you load it with 1,500 euro worth of tokens, and in 8 months, you already get this back free of charge. No, they have never seen any of these opportunities. And for those of you that have been loyal with Zenith right from the beginning, we're talking about 2020, 2021 till now, all the options as listed by Coach Lorenzo are win-win options for you. You want to exchange your Zenith tokens for the various options, you are not losing out. Your Love Sapphire tokens, your Euro coupons. If you did not exchange your Euro coupons, or you could not use them because you didn't have funds available, right now you can convert them to vouchers and also buy tokens on Kmall. It's available for you. Did you have Tupan back then? If you did your migration, you already have 100%. You were giving to Nomo and View vouchers in order to purchase whatever you needed to purchase, and you still can sell your minted or your minting tokens or tokens you have bought from exchanges for what? Vouchers. Yeah, I don't think anybody should sleep on this. You shouldn't sleep on this. It's an opportunity for you to get out. Like we have explained here, what are you doing with your friends? What are you discussing with your friends? Are we talking about money, right? So I don't care whether it's an iPhone 15. I don't care whether it's a Samsung X24. If I put this on now, already at my back end is already minting. And if I connect this today, it's minting money for me. Value at $2 every single, of course, 7 CLFI tokens daily, which is roughly over $15 every single day. I can do that and more. The question is, will you take this option right now that is available? You can ask all your questions. Genius investors will give you the required answers, at least the ones available to them. And it's not something, like I said, it's not something you should hold to yourself, especially if you've been in this ecosystem for more than 2 years. Share this with your friends, spread the word out, this is the best device that has come into town. I'm happy to have mine. Thank you once again, Coach Lorenzo, for making that happen. And to everybody here, it's live if you want to see it. And so make your decision. Thank you very much, Coach Christy. Over to you.
Yes, thank you so very much, Coach Itwen, for sharing that wonderful experience. I can feel the excitement from this part of the world where I am. And I suppose everyone listening to you also are sharing in the excitement. And we hope that we make the best choice for ourselves, take the best decision in our own interest. Go get the LK1 phone. It's at your own back end. Go to K-Mall, go to shop, and then you see phones. Of course, you have to make sure you have the phones at your back end, and then you can make the purchase. It doesn't matter when the phone arrives, but immediately you make the purchase, 24 hours thereafter, it activates the 770 license, virtual license that you can load up to 1,540 CLFI tokens, and on your way to maintain your way to wealth. So thank you everyone who came here with their team members, invited their guests, of course, who asked questions. Remember, we are going to be having part 2 of this presentation. So you want to stay tuned. The invitation link that we sent to you today also brings you to the second part of this event. So you want to save that Zoom link, and of course, share the information with your team members and even new guests who want to learn more of what's happening within the Layer K Xera ecosystem. So my name is Christy Manuel.
I think we lost Christy. So thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful night.